Imagine waking up with a persistent cough, back pain, or a skin irritation, but it is not from being sick. It is from the work you do every day. Occupational disease are illness caused by exposure to harmful factory in the workplace, and they can affect anyone from factory worker to office employee. The scary part, many of these diseases are preventable, but too often we don't recognize the sign until it's too late. Stay tuned as we dive deep into the worlds of occupational disease, their cause, how to prevent them, and most importantly, how to protect yourself and your loved ones. Hi, and welcome to today's video. Here we will be exploring occupational disease, those illness caused by the condition and hazards we face in our job, whether you are exposed to chemical, physical strain, or toxic environment. Certain job can put workers at a higher risk of developing long-term health problem. But don't worry, today we will cover everything you need to know about this disease, from symptoms and cause to prevention, strategies and treatments. Let's get started. In this video, you will learn what occupational disease are, understanding the impact and cause of work-related illness, common type of occupational disease from respiratory illness or musculoskeletal related disorders, and third is cause and risk factors. What factors increase the likelihood or developing an occupational disease, and fourth is symptom to watch for, how to identify earlier signs of work related illness, and preventive tips, best practice to minimize your risk on the job, and six is treatment options, how to address symptoms and manage occupational disease. An occupational disease is any illness that results from exposure to harmful conditions or substance in the workplace. Unlike accident, which happen suddenly, occupational disease often develop over time due to prolonged exposure to toxic chemical, physical strain, poor ergonomics, or even psychological stress. Some common examples include asthma caused by dust or fumes, hearing loss from noise, and carpal tunnel syndrome from repetitive motion. This disease can affect workers in virtual any field, from construction site to office environment. The key is recognizing the risk early and taking action to protect yourself. Common type of occupational disease is, first is respiratory disease. First up, respiratory disease. These are among the most common type of occupational disease, especially in job where workers are exposed to dust, fumes, or chemical asbestos, silicones, and occupational asthma are just a few examples. These diseases occur when workers inhale harmful particles or gases over extended period, leading to chronic cough, shortness of breath, and even lung damage. Industries like construction, mining, and manufacturing are at the highest risk for this disease. Protective equipment such as respiratory, proper ventilation system, and regular health checkup can help minimizing the risk. Second is musculoskeletal disorder. It is called MSDs, which are caused by respiratory movement or repetitive movement, poor posture, or heavy lifting. Common examples include back pain, carpal tunnel syndrome, and tendonitis. This disorder can significantly impact your daily life, causing pain, discomfort, and long-term disability. And third is skin disorders or skin disease. Skin disease are another category of occupational illness. Exposure to harsh chemical, cleaning agents, or even extreme weather can lead to conditions like eczema, dermatitis, or chemical burns. Workers in industry like cleaning, agriculture, and construction are especially vulnerable. And fourth is noise industry hearing loss. Noise induced hearing loss. is a serious and often overlooked occupational disease. Workers exposed to loud environment such as construction site, factory and airport can suffer permanent hearing damage from prolonged exposure to high noise level. And fifth is cancer and chemical exposure. Cancer can also be an occupational disease, often caused by long-term exposure to toxic chemicals like asbestos, benzene, or formaldehyde. Workers in industry like construction, healthcare, and manufacturing are at risk. This exposure can lead to cancer of the lungs, skin, or other organs. Cause and risk factors. So, what increase the risk of developing an occupational disease? Let's break it down. First is prolonged exposure. The longer you are exposed to harmful element like chemical, noise, or physical strain, the greater the risk. And second is lack of protective equipment. Failing to wear proper gear such as respiratories, gloves, or ear protection increase your chance of developing a disease. Poor ergonomies, bad posture or improper workstation setup can lead to musculoskeletal problem. Fourth is environmental condition. Working in extreme temperature, high dust environment or loud area can all increase the likelihood of disease. Symptom to watch. Recognizing the symptoms of an occupational disease earlier is crucial for preventing long-term damage. Here are some common signs to watch out for. First is respiratory issue, coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath, especially if you work around dust or chemicals. Second is musculatory lateral pain, persistent aches or pains in your back, wrist, or neck, especially after respiratory tasks. Third is skin irritations, redness, rash, or itching, often caused by exposure to chemical or extensive condition. And fourth is hearing problem and fatigue. The best way to tackle occupational disease is by preventing them. Here are some tips. First is use personal protective equipment PPE, and second is ergonomics. Set up your workstation properly to avoid strain and practice good posture. And third is take regular breaks. And fourth is ventilation and air quality. And fifth is follow safety guidelines. So, occupational disease are a serious issue, but they does not have to be a part of our daily life. By recognizing the symptoms, understanding the risk, and taking protective steps to prevent exposure, you can protect your health and well-being. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more workplace health tips. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, prevention is the best cure.